Welcome, everyone, and welcome to Mega Life 21's Pro Wrestling Talk. I'm your host, James P. Madonna, uh, from Mega Life 21, naturally, and I am here with my very special guest, the one and only professional wrestler and sometimes manager, General Bobby Lee Walker. How are you, sir?
I just fine. I just fine.
Good.
Hey, is that Madonna like the singer Madonna?
No, no, unfortunately, I'm not related to her. I wish I was so she can send some checks to me like she does to her father right here. That would be nice.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm glad you're not related because I sure hate Mexican singers.
Yeah, she's a very demented, just like a lot of these celebrities now. You know, they're strange. They're uh, dysfunctional. America is gone. Has become something very bizarre, like Bizarro World.
Oh, you're telling me? You're telling me
Now,
America's gone bizarre?
my relatives, when they came over here from Italy, from Sicily,
Wait, you ain't American?
no, I was born here. No,
But
but
you just said your kinfolk. They come from Italy.
yeah, but I was my mother and and my father, my mother and myself, we were born in the United States. I'm talking about grandparents and before them.
You
But what?
sure you're American? I don't want to be talking to no filthy tomato muncher.
No, no, no. I have a passport, but it'll take a long time for me to find it, to rustle
You
it
have a
up.
green card?
Green card. No, I was born in Patterson, New Jersey.
Okay, okay, I'll play along with you for now.
Unfortunately, I was born in Yankee territory, but uh,
So you ain't a real American.
eh, well, you're more
You're
of a
one of them what they call finger quote Americans.
right. See, your ancestors have probably been in the United States for a few hundred years. You're from West Virginia, correct?
The Walker clan has been in America since caveman times.
Yes. The Appalachian, all the people that live in your part of the country, they have been here since the beginning, probably before the Revolutionary War.
My great 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 granddaddy killed the last brontosaurus in America. That's how American I am. And he barbecued it.
And I was leading up to that. But before I lead up to that, General Bobby Lee Walker, my relatives landed. The first place they landed, and they lived there also, was Alabama. Before they went to Ellis Island, they were in Alabama. So there's a little bit of you know, Southern spirit, so to speak, lingering in me somewheres. But getting back to West Virginia now,
Okay?
General Bobby Lee Walker, I watched a fascinating program all about the Appalachian people in West Virginia and the settlers that were there. Mostly
Okay?
they came from a lot of them came from Ireland and Scotland, and they went there. They were
No,
totally
no, no, no. You're making a mistake. First of all, nobody in West Virginia comes from Ireland and Scotland. We Americans.
all right.
We ain't no Irishmen. We ain't
Now,
no Scottishmen.
right.
We Americans.
Well, yeah, the music has certain similarities, but uh, uh, the um, the Appalachian people of West Virginia. This show that I watched was fascinating. They know how to live off the land. They know how to hunt anything, skin it, clean it, and barbecue just about any wild game you could think of.
That's right.
And they
I'm
make
having some raccoon right now.
and they make and they cook them with the heads too. They barbecue them, the possum, the raccoon, whatever, with the heads on. They don't waste anything, and they make their own liquor. Now, tell me something. Why is
Sure.
moonshine illegal in many states? Are they jealous that they don't want to give Americans an opportunity to make their own whiskey. They want you to go buy whiskey. Why can't you make
Um,
moonshine?
I guess because only Americans can handle their liquor. See, everyone else, they all got to drink the foo-foo liquors. They got to drink bourbon. They got to drink vodka, gin. Only Americans can handle their liquor. And that's why only Americans drink moonshine.
Right, and
That's,
the moonshine, the bootleggers the moonshine operators, they have to hide that still deep in the woods. They always have to look over their shoulder for, I guess for law enforcement, people sneaking in there and trying to shut them down. But the whole process is fascinating. Fascinating. Now,
Federales got to get involved in everything, don't they?
yes.
Always got to ruin the American people's fun.
Now, and moonshine looks like a lot of fun. Actually, making your own beer is fun too. I mean, what am I drinking here? America's oldest brewery, Yinling Lord Chesterfield Ale.
Lord Chesterfield.
Lord
You sure
Chesterfield.
you're drinking American beer, son?
Yeah, it's the oldest brewery in Pottsville. I think Pottsville or Pottstown. I think it's Pottsville, Pennsylvania. American.
England. That sounds like some foreign concoction.
I don't know, man. Speaking of foreign concoction and Lord Chesterfield, I'm going to be leading up to your opponent, which is going to be coming up in Sparta, New Jersey, in Sussex
Oh,
County. What is that? February 15th?
February 15th there.
Yeah, you're going to be wrestling this guy who looks like a tall version of Charlie Chaplin with the derby hat on, and he's
And he got that one little eyeglass because I guess he too poor to afford two eyeglasses.
the monocle. They call it a monocle. Yeah,
A who?
they call it a monocle. It's the people who can't afford two lenses. They got to have one lens.
What if you blinded both eyes?
I think the best poor man's eyeglasses is just get two shot glasses, and just like kind of like make your own glasses and just maybe he should walk around with a shot glass in his eye.
See, now you're talking like an American.
Big Ben Crumbun,
Oh, Big Ben Cromwell.
Cromwell. I'm
I,
sorry.
I know Big Ben Cromwell very well. Ain't the first time me and him have tussled. You
Yeah,
know who wins every time me and Cromwell tussle?
I think you
I,
do.
I'll give you a hint. He has a banjo. He sits in front of the rebel flag.
Wow,
He
beautiful.
wears this fancy hat right here,
That's right.
and his name is General Bobby. That's who wins every single time we tussle.
And
And
unfortunately,
Sparta, General Bobby
yes,
will win again because that's what Americans do. We
and
win.
and to you people, all you jabronis out there, General Bobby Lee Walker would never ever lower himself and eat instant hominy grits.
Oh,
Never.
there you go with the grits again.
Now,
Let me tell you something about grit. General Bobby Lee Walker does not eat grits.
nope,
General Bobby Lee Walker does not eat grits because ethnic food gives me the vapors.
vapors. Well, I
The
remember
vapors.
Yeah, was it Swede Hansen? He was from the Carolinas. He was a wrestler from the past, from the 70s. I think his name
Then
was
why was he
Swede
called
Hansen.
Swede? If you say he's from America, then he's from Swedeland.
Why does he call himself Swede? You're right. Yeah, he used to say to his opponent, I'm going to chew you up and spit you out like I was eating grits in the morning. Now, his first name was Swede. I have no idea where he got that name from, but
Because he ain't American.
that's right. Now, what do you said you were eating some raccoon filet?
I ate some raccoon here. We got some fresh taters, some onions, carrots, everything that grows in the ground. Well, except the raccoon, they grow in trees, but you know, it all goes in the belly all the same.
Well, they raid a lot of people's garbage cans up here up north, the raccoons. But
Yeah, I know the story, but real American West Virginia raccoons are a lot more polite than you and your Mexican raccoons there.
they're cleaner. I bet the meat is more pure in West Virginia. Where you're talking to me right now
Purely delicious.
from your plantation. You live on a plantation.
I don't live in a plantation.
You have a farm of your own where you live off the land, or you
I live in a trailer in the woods where all this food grows. Right now, I'm in my double wide.
all right. So you know how to go out in the wild and harvest everything you need pretty much, and hunt everything you need.
That's right. That's right. I'm American. That's what we do.
Do they use traps? They use old-fashioned traps in West Virginia to trap critters, varmints rather.
The only thing I need to trap critters is right here.
You're not gonna
Right here
trap.
in front of my face. Right here. I use these to trap critters.
And that critter, that tall critter with the suit that he stole off of a corpse in a funeral parlor. What's his name? Big Ben
Cromwell.
Cromwell from England,
Cromwell.
from jolly old England or merry old England or foggy old England. He's the world's biggest critter that you're going to take care of in Sparta come the 15th of February.
Big Ben Cromwell doesn't stand the chance. I'm gonna First I'm gonna beat him, then I'm gonna skin him, then we're gonna feed him to the Mexicans because I don't eat ethnic food.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the last thing you would eat would be a bean burrito. Talk about vapors. Like that
Yeah,
cheap processed garbage that Americans eat at Taco Bell and Wendy's and McDonald's and Burger King and all loaded with chemicals. You eat natural food from Mother Nature.
that's right. Listen, if it don't live in the woods or it don't grow out of the ground, you shouldn't be eating it. That's what Americans eat.
And tobacco, like the Indians used, pure tobacco with no spike with chemicals or anything to make you more addicted. You guys out there use natural tobacco.
We don't eat tobacco. That ain't for eating.
No, it's for chewing and spitting out, spitting on the floor or on the ground or spittoon.
Nah, we don't worry so much about tobacco. We can't eat tobacco, and see, everyone thinks people from West Virginia, they think we stupid, we inbred. Tell you something, people from West Virginia, we Americans, we got good teeth. See, I got most of them right here.
Yeah. Well, the English have
You don't
very
get to
bad.
keep you don't get to keep most of your teeth by chewing tobacco.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Madonna.
I don't chew
Trying to advertise tobacco to the children.
No, I'd rather advertise moonshine to the children.
That's much better.
Now, yeah, let's stick to bourbon or whiskey made from exotic plants. And could you make whiskey out of skunk cabbage? I'm just wondering. Maybe not.
I don't make whiskey. I don't eat ethnic food. Moonshine.
Moonshine. I'm sorry, moonshine.
You can
Now,
make moonshine. You got a bucket. You got a bathtub.
yeah.
You can make moonshine out of anything.
Wow. Most likely.
I can make moonshine out of my dinner.
That's true. I wonder if you can make moonshine out of the guts, skeleton, and fur of the raccoon that you roasted. I bet you can even do that.
I make moonshine out of anything. See Luann here on my banjo?
Yes.
See, this is just the skin. You know what we did with the rest of Luann?
What? You
Made
ate it?
moonshine.
Oh, moonshine.
Yes.
Now, and when you get a hold of this Big Ben Cromwell, come February 15th in Sparta, you are going to have to do something with this carcass after you get through them. Maybe you could make a Big Ben Cromwell throw rug in front of your fireplace or your wood burning stove.
I wouldn't soil my double wide with his carcass.
Well, it's bad enough
I,
you got to dirty your hands wrestling those damn Yankees in the ring and get all that Yankee stench on your hands.
funny thing here is, see, in Sparta, for some reason, the people love General Bobby. I don't get it. I ain't gonna argue. Maybe they buy what I'm preaching. Yeah, I think that the people in Sparta are gonna love watching me take Big Ben Cromwell apart.
Yes, and I think
Piece
so
by
too.
piece.
Well, they're country folk out in Sussex County, New Jersey. You know, you're getting towards the Poconos, and and then
Yeah.
you wrestle up in New York State also on occasion. But you know, they're country folk basically.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bumpkins. Yeah.
There's a lot of farms up there in Sussex County, and there's black bears and there's all kinds of animals that you're used to seeing. And my brother-in-law loves deer hunting. Do you ever hunt like white-tailed deer? Um, you like venison?
Deer.
You like venison? You like deer meat?
Deer meat's okay. Deer meat's okay as long as it's an American deer.
Yes, because my brother-in-law gave me a pot roast, a deer pot roast, because he was lucky this year. He bagged a lot of deer, and I'm going to make my famous Hellfire chili, venison chili in the pressure cooker with that deer pot roast. And I have a secret recipe that I do in the pressure cooker. It takes about 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, and
Okay.
the meat. You can put whole onions. I say onion because Justin Wilson used to say that. The Cajun. I put whole onion.
So he ain't an American either.
Yeah, it's true. Cajuns have a little what French blood in them.
So you using foreign recipes.
No, chili. Old fashioned Texas chili.
But you quoting this French fella here. I see, I'm starting to think you ain't an American.
You know, I enjoy listening to bluegrass music and old country music on the weekend. Now, you probably are an excellent country singer, and you play your banjo, or
Well,
you
I don't
just
play this banjo.
or you just hit
This banjo is for TCB. You know what TCB
take
means?
care of business.
Damn straight. That's what TCB means.
So that's
That's what this banjo's
that's the
for.
titanium. That's a special banjo for crippling your opponents when they try to cheat. They try to you know uh, uh, weasel their way into sneaking a
That's right.
victory out on you. And the referees, well, a lot of the referees are stupid anyway up north. It's slow.
Referees, you know wrestling referees. Wrestling referees are stupid all over.
They're partial.
They're partial.
They're biased. They're biased, and
There you go with that Mexican talk again.
bias.
That's blatantly Mexican here.
Just like that ballet that was with my buddy Jason Speed up in Middletown, New York.
Middle ball.
The
Well,
the the Speedette,
oh God,
the one in red. Her name. I said
they
that.
was both in red.
Yeah, they were both in red. Well, one of them, I got a close shot on the video of her gluteus maximus, and
Ah,
I said that she came with her bare ass essentials, ass essentials. I thought it was cute. But
I get it. Hold on a second here while I slap my knee. Okay, go
okay.
ahead.
Now, I think that General Bobby Lee Walker should get a valet, but it has to be a girl with cut off Daisy Dukes with half her ass hanging out, and the shirt tied up with the whole belly showing, and the pigtails, similar
See,
to how.
I had a valet like that at one
Oh,
time.
really, really.
I had a valet like that
Does
at
she,
one
does
time.
she have big? What's her name?
Her, her name was JD.
Does she have big
Her,
jugs
uh,
or
not necessarily,
medium
but
jugs?
I didn't keep her on for for her lady parts. I kept her on because she was a real American woman and probably the only one that I met in professional wrestling so far.
And she watched your back
She watched my back.
and keep
She
an
watched
eye.
my back. She was a good girl.
And you know what's good about good valets is when the referee is having a brain freeze, a mentally challenged moment. A good valet could yell at the referee and remind him what's going on behind his back to do his
Mm-hmm.
job. To do his job.
That's right.
But you look like you're enjoying that possum or the raccoon. What do you eat
Wow,
now?
it's very tasty. Right now I'm eating one of these taters right here.
Now, do you sing any like bluegrass songs? Do you have any songs that you like to sing where I could play my Jew's harp here or jaw harp, whatever?
Well,
Excuse me. Oh,
see, that's how I know you ain't an American. You get gas.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
See, that's from drinking that foreign beer.
You never burped or farted before? Flatulence?
Real Americans don't get gas. You
What
get the
if
vapors.
what if General Bobby Lee Walker was having sexual intercourse with a Sports Illustrated model, and then all of a sudden she farted in your face, directly in your face. Would you get pissed at her, or would you just ignore it?
Well, General Bobby wouldn't be with any woman who wasn't a real American. And as I just said, real Americans don't fart. So what you're saying right there is impossible.
So then she
Ain't
wouldn't
never
be
gonna happen.
she wouldn't be real American.
She wouldn't be real American if she's farting.
Now, yeah, farting. You know what's funny? If you first start dating somebody, you wouldn't dare fart or burp in front of the lady. But then after you become involved and you know each other for several months, you just let it go. I mean, people just do everything once they're seriously involved. It's funny how people are. You would never fart in front of on a first date, but
Well, if you was an American, you wouldn't have that problem.
you wouldn't have that problem exactly.
See, foreigners like you, and I still can't figure out if he was a Mexican or an Italian. But I know that the Mexicans and the Italians, terrible guys, fart constantly.
Right. Now, do they call
Little brown and green cloud follow them everywhere.
now did in West Virginia? Do they call swimming pools cement ponds?
We call swimming pools the local creek.
There you go.
We call that the local creek. Ain't nobody dig their own hole to swim in. What
Now,
kind of place do you think we run?
cement. Now I was thinking of Jed Clampett. That was something different. Uh, um, and Granny used to rustle up the critters. Now, you wrestle for different organizations or primarily one. You're affiliated right now with East Coast Professional Wrestling, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Have they been treating you right at East Coast Professional Wrestling, or have they been discriminated against the South?
Well, you know what? As much as I would like to say that they's discriminating against me, they keep a solid line of Mexicans and foreigners coming to Bobby Lee Walker's door. And as long as I get to put foot to foreign fanny, I'm a happy man.
I would like to see General Bobby Lee Walker with gold around his waist Uh, uh,
General Bobby Lee Walker has gold. And said,
oh, you
I
got
work in more than one place.
oh, okay. Well, I'm not affiliated. I don't have loyalty to any one wrestling promotion. So, if you want to proudly announce what that gold is, I don't care. I mean, you know.
See, I also work not just for East Coast Pro Wrestling, but also for their Keystone division that comes out of Pennsylvania. See, the Pennsylvania, they kind of like to think they real Americans too. And I have their one of their titles. It's the Northeast Pennsylvania title, but I've renamed it the Northeast Pennsylvania West Virginia State and Western States Heritage Championship.
Wow.
And I've had that title since July of last year.
And you know, the Appalachians go through a lot of states. I think you can throw the Appalachians in there too. That whole area, it should be. You proudly wear it. I've seen a photograph of you holding it, and I'm assuming that is the title you're talking about.
That's the title I'm talking about. That's General Bobbitt's title. Of course, Big Ben Cromwell, that match ain't taking place in Pennsylvania, so he ain't getting a shot at that title. He's going to have to come to the Keystones, get a shot at my belt.
Now, a keystone, is that like a gallstone? I always wonder what a keystone was in Pennsylvania.
I don't know. That's a Mexican thing they refuse to let go
Yeah, the
of.
heck with that. The point is that you're a champion, and you're going to go on to more prestigious titles in the future.
Sky's the limit for General Bobby.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Now you used to manage two big impressive men. Or was it Justin Blackwell?
Uh-huh.
Was he one of them?
Junior Blackwell Jr.
Yes, yes, that was in a very impressive tag team.
Justin's my partner, too. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
we the real Americans.
Oh yeah, yeah, very very big, powerful man, excellent wrestler,
That's right.
and I think that you know there should be a world tag team title in possession by those gentlemen, managed by you, and all of you should have gold. A proud representative of the Confederacy. Proud
That's right. You know what? Give us time. We have all the gold. We won't even pawn it. We'll keep it.
That's right. That's right. It should be a dynasty. Not like today where people get a title and then they lose it, and then they regain it and they lose it. An old-fashioned dynasty. You know. Well,
General Bobby does not get titles to lose them.
Well,
Like I said, I've been the Keystone Regional Champion since July of last year, taking on all comers.
all comers.
They give me a chance in East Coast Pro Wrestling proper. I hold every single title they have.
All comers. Those are opponents, worthy opponents that you feel have earned the chance, you know, the privilege of wrestling.
General Bobby avoids nobody.
They're all comers. Well, we're saying come. We're not talking dirty here. We're talking about worthy opponents.
That's right.
You take them all on, and what I notice is nowadays there's a lot of bias by not only referees but interruptions from general managers with different wrestling organizations. They can't just let two people just fight, you know, an honest wrestling match to the very end. There's always has to be constant interference, and it becomes a soap opera. It becomes a drama. Just whatever happened to old school wrestling where people just went at it to the end.
See, right now, everybody wants to be a superstar. But the fact of the matter is, when there's a wrestling match going on, only two people matter. Everybody else got to keep their nose out of it. People stick their nose in General Bobby's match, might get bit off.
You know, that's the problem with the United States now. It's like with American Idol. People are afraid to tell their kids that they're they might not they might not be meant for greatness. Somebody's got to lose. Somebody has got to be. Not everybody can succeed. The cream rises to the top, but there's a lot of people that are not part of that cream, and it's almost like you're afraid to tell them that you're just not worthy, or you're too stupid to be, get a PhD. Not everybody is cut out to be the cream of the crop. Like
You
you
know, you
said,
know,
like you
you
said.
know, you know. It's hard for me to say because General Bobby is part of the cream.
Yes.
If we want to talk about people who ain't part of the cream, well, I guess maybe you have to go talk to Big Ben Cromwell. Big Ben Cromwell ain't part of the cream. Big Ben Cromwell ain't gonna succeed. He ain't gonna succeed in Sparta, just like he never succeeded against General Bobby any other time.
Well, I hope he doesn't bring any British parasites or parameciums or amoebas or any microbes or viruses over from jolly old England and
Maybe he hit me
infect.
with his teacup.
He might hit you with his teacup or his monocle. You never know.
or his crumpets.
Or he might smash some fish and chips in your face. You got to be careful. But uh, yeah, crumpets. There you go. But what can you do? I mean, at least was it Gorgeous George that used to have the ring sprayed down with disinfectant or perfume? He used to actually spray his opponents. Um, oh, you got your American cat up there to say hi.
Yeah, that's my American kitty right there.
That's
We
the
got lots
mouse.
of critters here in the double wide.
That's the mouser. That's the one that keeps the rodents away from
Yeah,
the
she
studio.
she she earned her keep. She earned her keep. She's very creative in the way she takes care of the pests.
Yeah, there's so many wrestlers that care too much about what the fans think, and they're always turning to the fans and waiting for their approval every time they do something in the ring. They got to turn to the fans and raise their arms up in the air to get approval. You know what? It's bullshit. Concentrate on your match. Don't worry about the fans liking you or loving you or getting permission. I see this all the time in pro wrestling. People are always trying to get approval from the fans. Like Freddie Blassie used to say, I never cared for the fans. And I feel the same way.
You
They're,
know what? Some of the places I go,
they're annoying.
fans hate General Bobby. Can't stand that I'm telling them the truth.
That's what they hate, the truth.
Other places I go, fans love it. That's because I think they probably know the real American fans. But you
Yes.
know what? If the people love me, if the people hate me, General Bobby stays the same. I'm always the same General Bobby. I'm always from real America. I'm always from West Virginia.
That's right.
And I always put foot put put boot to Heine.
Boot to Heine, and if you're wearing pointy cowboy boots, it might even go a little deeper. But
I don't wear ethnic footwear.
you don't like those cockroach killing cowboy boots, the pointy ones?
I don't wear ethnic footwear.
Tony Lama. I got a couple pairs of those Tony Lamas and
That's because you ain't American.
I don't know. You think Texas should secede from the nation?
I say let them. I say let them. Listen, all the foreigners who come to this country, they come through Texas. That means Texas is pretty much just Mexico. So I say let them go back to
So
Mexico.
they eat a
I
lot
don't
of jumping
I don't
beans.
care about Texas.
So
Second biggest state in the union.
so they
Ha!
they make a lot of bean burritos there, right? A lot of Mexican jumping beans, and they eat a lot
That's
of
right.
yeah. Uh, but Appalachian people, they know how to turn food into anything that's moving. Now, you have a song that you want to sing, or should I just play on my own? What would you like to do?
You see, you know Hank Williams III.
Yeah.
Hank Williams III. He from West Virginia.
Wow.
He songs about West Virginia. He sings a song about this fella called D. Ray White. D. Ray White's a country dancer.
Right.
D. Ray White's a real American. They made a movie about D. Ray White called The Wild Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Ah.
And they sing this song. And it goes, way down in West Virginia, they some people who's one of a kind. They don't want nothing from nobody, 'cause they already doing fine. That's a mighty fine tune there. I can't do it justice the way Hank the Three does it.
Sounds great.
Because I'm General Bobby Lee Walker. I'm a great singer too.
Oh,
I ain't as good as Hank Three, but I'm an American.
I remember
I
when
sing good.
Honky Tonk Man used to go in the ring and sing, but you're right up there with the Honky Tonk Man.
I'm better than the Honky Tonk Man.
You're much better than that guy with the red hair in the WWE that calls himself a one-man rock band.
Oh, that Mexican fella.
Yeah, well, he's red. He's got red hair like the Wendy's girl.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that ain't his real hair. But I'm pretty sure he's a Mexican.
He's a freckle-faced, red-headed Mexican.
They sell hair dye in the stores. Wrestlers wear face paint. He can paint freckles on. I ain't buying it for a second. Just like wearing a cowboy hat don't make you American. You've already admitted you're an Italian and you eat Mexican food.
Yeah, but at least I got a leather cowboy hat. You know, there's a lot of vegans and vegetarians. I got recently yelled at for wearing leather. I mean, what am I supposed to wear? A vinyl hat? Come on.
I bet you take off that hat. You look at the label on the inside. It says "Made in Mexico."
No, it says Minnetonka. It's made in Minnesota, I think. Yeah, I think the company's in Minnesota. No, it's not made in Mexico. No, this is.
Well, that's what you say.
Who knows?
That's what you say. Why would I trust the Mexican?
Now, what about all these products made in mainland China? All these American jobs and American products have gone to China now because the companies are too cheap to pay real Americans to make the products. So the greedy bastards have to send everything to China.
You see, that's their problem. You know, one day they're gonna get theirs. American people gonna rise up. Stop taking that from them companies. They're gonna go belly up, and they be eating rice in China.
That's right. Boycott Americans out there. Oh, look, the South shall rise again, and you will be the leader. I bet. You know, you'll make an excellent leader for all Southerners, and good luck.
Thank you.
On February 15th in Sparta, New Jersey, against
Big Ben Cromwell.
Big Ben Cromwell, and then you have matches after that. I know. And when are you going to defend your title in Pennsylvania?
That would be next Saturday on the 23rd. Ain't sure who it's going to be. Don't really matter. General Bobby Ducks nobody. And whoever comes at me, I will put down for 1, 2, 3.
What is your favorite finishing maneuver? Is it a submission hold? Is it a
See, I got me a couple different finishers. See, I like to put some people down with the double arm DDT. Sometimes I put people down with the pile driver. General Bobby, he's an American. I got a lot of tools in my arsenal. I ain't just some dumb hick. I know what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Okay, I just want to. That's it. All right,
That
Jeff.
sounds like a robot.
Yeah, actually, it can. Let me try to say, I will destroy Big Bang Ground. Uh, sounds, yeah, it does sound robotic.
So now you part robot
Yeah, part robot, part Italian. That's it.
and part Mexican.
Well, I do eat Mexican food, so if that makes me Mexican, eh.
Well, that explains all that gas you having through this whole interview.
Yeah, that was not rehearsed. That was
See,
not.
see General Bobby here.
Yeah.
He's taking apart a whole raccoon. You heard me burp.
No.
You heard me fart.
No.
That's because I'm American.
I guess you are. I guess you are. Listen, sir. Thank you very much for being on Pro Wrestling Talk, and good luck to you. Actually, you don't need luck on February
Oh,
15th.
Big Ben Cromwell needs the luck.
Yes, in Sparta. Take care.
Thank you very much, or as they say in Mexican, sayonara.
Hasta la vista. Or
Das vidanya.
Das Vidanya. Yeah, I think that's Russian. But take care, sir. Bye bye.